Hello, hello, hello. It's time for some more AI, the Somnium files. NirvanA initiative. Last time, we were introduced to our two detectives. Mizuki, with her partner Aiba, and Ryuki, and his partner Tama. We were introduced to our newest case, the half-body serial killings. Half-body, well, I cannot speak. Half-body serial killings. A case that was left unsolved for 6 years suddenly had a new clue, I guess you could call it, turn up in the middle of a stadium field. At the end of Chapter 0, we learned there was more to this case than what was originally reported by Ryuki. At the start of Chapter 1, we are left to our own devices in a sort of flashback. We have some places to be, some people to see, and information to find. So, without further ado, let's switch on over. Here we go. Manual save, autosave, this one. Yes. Here we go.
Ryuki is supposed to be here? You were in charge of the HB case, weren't you?
Ryuki's memories may hold the answer. Mizuki, the time limit within Somnium is 6 minutes.
Damn it. Damn it. I was so close to finally forgetting.
Something happened 6 years ago that I don't know about. What was it?
Well, there we go. There's a summary. That's how we caught up. Now we've explored everything in this room. That was where we left off. So, where shall we go first? I'm thinking we just go down the list. Let's start with Matsushita Diner. Who's that? Who are these people? All these people are new. Well, I mean, not all of them, but we got a couple of new faces.
This sucks. I already talked my jaw off yesterday.
That was with the local detective, right? I haven't heard anything yet.
Big sis, perhaps you should help them?
Big sis?
Ah, that's just what I call Mizuki.
And who are you exactly?
Ah, and you're...
My name is Kizuna. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Kizuna. Okay.
Hi, I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Ryuki, right? You were on that quiz show last night.
Okay, let's look around first.
Wow, it's stuffed so tight.
Why did you say it like that?
Valid question. Disposable chopsticks.
Salt, pepper, spices, and...
It says Ota's black sauce.
The mysterious condiment on the table. Ah, yes. That refuses to change, does it? Table.
Chef's choice salad.
I guess it's up to luck.
I guess. Stool, a chair without a backrest. There's a counter. Strips of paper with the menu written on them on the wall. It's a window.
Kizzy, if you wanted to change the light bulbs or something, you can stack the cases there and stand on top of them.
No, thank you. I have absolutely no desire to do so.
Good. Please tell me someone's about to meow. Yep, there we go.
What are you doing?
Haven't you heard? If you meow at a lucky cat statue, happiness will come your way.
I see.
It's a lucky cat statue.
Mr. Ryuki, there's a video of Tessa playing Muleku. Wanna watch?
Maybe later.
What was that word? Okay, I English was never really my strong suit. But I'm pretty sure this was not what was spoken. But in all honesty, I don't know what either one of those things are, so I'm gonna just leave it there. It's the RT TV.
See something you like, Ryuki?
No?
I'll sell you that poster for 1,000 yen.
No, thank you.
I'll tell you what it said. Deal. Just a beer poster. A mop. A bucket.
You want me to smack your butt, Kit, Ryuki?
No.
Okay. It's a bucket.
Look, Ryuki! A jellyfish!
It's a stool.
Be a jellyfish if you want it. No, we don't get to hear what famous people there are autographs. Okay, fine, so be it. Let's see. We have the kitchen. I guess I can click on that. Swinging door. Family photos. A phone. The fridge. A low table and a zashiki seat. Floor cushion. More lucky cats. Fortune. An outdated calendar.
A lot of dates on that calendar. Why not go on a date with me?
No thanks.
Oof. And a broken clock. You don't like broken clocks. We still don't know why you don't like broken clocks. It may be a reference, and I may just be missing it. If it is, I am so sorry. It's a doorway. Sure, let's start with you, since you're in my frame of... or you're in my line of sight, whatever.
Pardon me, but may I ask your name?
Seems to be depressed. Use the customer.
It's
How are you
all
doing?
right now.
Oh my gosh,
because
every
I am
time.
here. How are you, young boy?
Oh, he is not doing
Guess
well.
he's not doing too good.
Maybe you shouldn't talk to that guy. He seems pretty drunk.
He's
Please?
drinking non-alcoholic beer.
What do you want, jerk?
I was not aware you could get drunk from non-alcoholic beverages.
Okay then. Guess let's talk to Yuzuna. You're new. I've never seen you before. Using a cheetah. Okay. Sure, let's start with that. Why do you call Mizuki your big
This
sis?
is a bit difficult to explain. I just sensed a certain elegance to Mizuki that was characteristic of an older sister.
Is that a compliment?
Tama, how old is Kizuna?
18, same as Iris. They're in their third year, so they're graduating soon. In other words, Mizuki is a whole 6 years younger than Kizuna.
Okay. I mean, I kind of had the general feeling she was older, but okay. Okay. I don't really know what to do with that information. I'm assuming they're Sekiba High because I think that was just confirmed, or did they just say same grade? Maybe not same class, but same grade.
I am indeed. How did you know?
Your uniform?
Don't tell me you're a uniform buff, Ryuki. I didn't take you for a pervert.
Kizzy is good friends with Iris and Mame, too. Oh, you don't know about Mame, do you? Amame Doi's her
No.
full name. She attends Sekiba High like Kizzy and Iris.
Iris and Mame belonged to the same dance club as I. It was through them that I was introduced to Big Sis.
Sure, we'll keep the small talk
Yes,
going
I most
before we
certainly
ask
will.
about our murder.
However, I am not very good at it.
That's not true. You've even won a dancing competition before.
That was nothing more than a fluke. Iris is a far better dancer.
I guess.
I was watching that quiz show live as well. Then, goodness, I couldn't believe it. That corpse suddenly appeared on the screen. I couldn't sleep last night from the shock of it all. I was worried about Big Sis and Iris as well.
Yeah, you called me a bunch, I remember.
You witnessed the corpse with your own eyes, did you not? Are you certain you're okay?
I'm totally fine.
Your mental fortitude is admirable.
I've been through a lot is all.
Yeah, she's seen worse, unfortunately. Yeah. And in such a short time span, too. Yeah, you know what? Let's go about that. Why were you on the show?
Iris had an offer to appear on the show. So she was asked to bring another talent from Lemniscate, but no one could make it, so I decided to go instead. As the president of Lemniscate, I couldn't just turn it down.
President?
Oh yeah, that's right. She inherited the company,
It's a
didn't
long
she?
story. I ended up taking over the company after Daddy.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yep. I feel like this is I feel like we're gonna get one of two responses. Either one, I'm running a company, or two, I just watched yet another person die. You're gonna have to give me a minute.
Today is February 11th, National Foundation Day.
Oh yeah, it is.
Or
So
that too,
why
never
are you
mind.
here?
Why else? To eat some of Ota's cooking. I brought my friend Kizzy with me.
And I appreciate your business.
Sure, we saw Date.
And
I mean, Mr. Date is like your foster father, so I thought I'd let you know just in case.
foster father? I'm the one taking care of him. I'm paying the rent and utility bills too.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh, I know of Mr. Date as well. He is quite close with Iris, so I have the honor of being on friendly terms with him as well.
Wait, I don't know about that part. I know Lemniscate probably brings in quite a bit, but wow, okay.
Sorry, but I don't know anything. I just went on the show like Iris asked, and then a body showed up out of nowhere. I've heard about Jin Furue, but it's not like I knew him personally. Sorry, I can't really help. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Your name is
Are you
Ota.
Mr. Ota Matsushita?
Oh, you heard of me? Did you talk to Date or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Linked to the new Cyclops serial killings, and that's all I know his name and age.
Ota is 24. 1 year older than you, Ryuki.
Yuki is 23.
Yeah, that's why I'm being polite.
Does anyone else work here? I guess probably a better question is how's your mom doing? A little scared to ask that question, but
Nah.
Ota handles the cooking, serving, and accounting all by himself.
That's right.
Tama, are there any legal issues with this?
Not at all. His mother, Mayumi Matsushita, holds the proper certification for food hygiene.
Mr. Matsushita, can I ask where your mother is?
Probably in the living room back
oh,
there.
she's still doing okay.
I guess
Okay,
she's
that's good.
sitting at the kotatsu watching TV or something.
Well, that's good that she's still doing alright. Matsushita Diner was closed for a long time. It recently reopened. They get decent customer traffic and make a pretty good amount of money. I guess the closed off district opened back up again. It would have been, I'm assuming, a few months after the events of the first game. I can already tell you the answer to this is yes, actually. It's yes.
That came out of nowhere. Of course I have one. You met her yesterday, right? Tessa. The girl named Iris Sagan.
Ota, do you want me to rip your tongue out?
Oh, well, as long as we're on the subject. Are you going out with anyone, Kizzy?
Oh, me? Such relations with gentlemen are completely foreign to me.
Are you into baby-face guys that know how to cook?
Ugh, no shame.
Oh, my type is so stereotypical that I am embarrassed to admit it. Someone like Prince Charming.
A prince?
I yearn to be a princess. I hope my Prince Charming will appear before me with a glass slipper someday. That's my dream.
Glass slipper?
You good there, buddy?
Ota? Who is that?
Well, he's a customer. He comes by a lot.
Well, in any case, I have a great affinity for shoes. My admiration of Princess Cinderella partially comes from that, I'm sure. Glass slippers. Isn't that so magical? How lovely it would be to dance in them.
Wouldn't it be hard to dance in
So
glass
to say, I
slippers?
feel like it would be uncomfortable, but you do you.
That is true.
Man, that was crazy! I said it before, but I was watching that stream live. I heard Tessa and Mizuki were gonna be on that show, right? Then that body appeared out of nowhere. Man, I couldn't believe what I saw. Speaking of crazy, that
I
ViewCube
was
video...
about to say, did you see the
saw it?
video?
No, not the whole thing. Too scary. I saw the one before, though.
The one before?
You don't know? I think it was about half a year ago. A video similar to that one went viral. Everyone was talking about it online.
Really?
I know of that one as well. The mysterious video known as Bats 490, correct?
Yup. There was some kind of code hidden in it, too.
According to the rumors, whoever deciphers it will learn the secret of the world.
Secret of the world? Did a grade schooler come up with that or something?
You're a grade schooler yourself, by the way.
Well, there's a reason why she's called Big Sis. She certainly doesn't act like one. Okay, hold on. To the internet. That's 490, right? That's the wrong button. It's that one. That's the right button. That's 490. It's a song. According to this, it's a song. Something tells me there's a bit more to that, but something also tells me that it's not for me to go and uncover on stream. It's not for me to go and search on stream. I don't know how much searching it would take. Whether it's going to be really like the next link down, or if it's something else, I don't know. I think that's everything, right? Oh, no, it has more. Yeah, Bats
The
490.
video starts with a bunch of bats flying around. Guess that's where the bats part comes from. I don't know what the 490 means, though.
Were you able to decode it?
No way. I had no idea what it meant.
Well, it's not like solving it would have been a big deal. I'll bet that secret of the world stuff is bogus anyway.
Don't ruin the fantasy, Mizuki.
I'm just telling it like it is. It's just an ARG. It's a game for kids.
ARGs are cool.
ARG means alternate reality game.
Well,
The game
that's one
master
interpretation
releases
of it, yeah.
mysterious information to the public via the internet, leaflets, posters, stuff like that. Players decode the information to discover a location or objective that moves the game forward. Simply put, an ARG is a fusion of games and real life.
I've heard it called an augmented reality
Hey,
game.
Kizzy, I want to see you dance.
Where did this come from?
I want to see too.
Don't you want to see too, Ryuki?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've got to see this.
Then I'll play some music. Just a sec.
Wait, I have not agreed to anything yet.
Don't force her. Well, happening anyway, I guess. Here's the hoping this isn't copyright. I see Ryuki tapping his foot. He likes it. He's into it.
I know your name. You're Kizuna, aren't you? I heard you introducing yourself earlier. My name's Leon Twining, and I'm 22 years old. My father's American, and my mother's Japanese. So, Kizuna, I want you to marry me.
Okay. Which do I speak to first? So... It's completely out of it. Are you good, buddy?
No, I'm not okay. My heart feels like a jackhammer, like it's gonna burst out of my chest any second.
Right.
Of course this isn't a joke.
Okay, never
Kizuna's
mind.
dance purified my heart. There was so much darkness building inside me, but she cleared it all away.
Fair
It
enough.
felt like I went straight to heaven. I've always wanted to be a pilot since I was little. It was my dream to fly through the sky. Kizuna made that dream come true for me. Seeing her dance, it was like my soul pierced the heavens and flew into the stars. So, I've decided. I'm gonna marry her! Won't you marry me, Kizuna?
No, thank you.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
No, thank you.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that either.
No,
That's
thank
not,
you.
that's not how it
Anyway,
works.
I won't give up. You'll come around eventually, Kizuna.
Don't be
My
weird.
motto is, if at first you don't succeed, try and fail again!
I think you mean try again.
No, it seems about right.
Actually, I got fired yesterday. I didn't feel like doing anything after I woke up this morning. I came here so I could drink my problems away.
With
But you were
non-alcoholic.
drinking non-alcoholic beer.
I can still get drunk off of them, okay?
What job did you get fired from?
I was a bank clerk.
What were you really?
I don't like talking about it, but I was a janitor.
I think that is a noble job.
You're so right! But unfortunately, my job was taken from me. And I have zero motivation to do anything now. Hard work just seems so pointless.
I dislike people who don't work hard.
All right. I'm hitting up the employment office tomorrow.
This guy has a rather one-track mind.
I
He
mean,
doesn't seem all that bad, though.
I guess if it works, right?
Now, we haven't obtained much useful information. There's no point in staying here for too long.
Yeah, let's go somewhere else.
Can I hear the other half of this, though? I can. Oh, no, never mind. That's it. Yeah, buddy, don't harass her. I mean, go after your dreams and all that, but leave her alone. She... What was it? She rejected you 4 times in the span of 30 seconds? 3 times? 3 or 4 times? 1 or 2. I take it you're... Mame?
Iris, how are you feeling? Still upset about last night?
I'm okay. I recover pretty quick from these things. See? I'm bouncing right back. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy bunny!
Ryuki, would you mind hitting her with a German suplex?
Later. By the way, you're...
That's Mame. She's
Mame,
one of my
yep,
best
okay.
friends.
Nice to meet you. My name is Amame Doi. I'm a 3rd year at Sekiba High, and I'm in the same dance club as Iris. I'm a super hyper cutie miracle beauty.
Ryuki, I think we should leave.
Hold on. So you're the one I heard about. Mizuki and Kizuna told me about you earlier.
Huh. You just pictured me in a leotard, didn't you?
No?
Help, it's a pervert! Somebody call the police!
What?
I am the police.
Oh, come to think of it, you were on the quiz show last night, weren't you? Your name started with an R, I think.
Yeah.
Mr. Rero Taro, was it?
It's Ryuki!
I see. Mr. Ryuki Rerotaro.
Fair enough. I guess. I feel like that's a bit more of a specific name. I feel like I would remember that one a bit more clearly if someone had that name. Lockers, a blackboard, and not the lights, window.
This is an all-girls school, so obviously there are only female students. So it's not like I don't understand why you'd want to stroke that chair, but...
I do not.
Chair, table, door, more windows, monitor, Looks like it's about it. Yep, I think that's it. Okay, we'll talk to you first because you actually have important information, maybe. I mean, I get as much information as you can get from, I guess, just generally being in the area. Do you have a thing for bones too, Ryuki? Are you like Date and you have a thing for bones? Or, well, I mean, yeah. Okay.
Whoa! Amame turned into a skeleton!
It's an X-ray.
Does he say anything different if I do it the second time?
It does have some nice femurs.
Why are you the one who's into bones?
I'd love to get inside those for a taste of the marrow.
What?
What is wrong with you?
That's a good question. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's it. Just skill. Okay. What is it with bones? Why? Why? Okay, sure, small talk first.
I'm a part-timer. It's just me and my mom back home, so money's tight. I don't have time to go to college or a specialty school.
But Mommy is so smart! She always has the best grades, even though she doesn't go to class much.
I've been busy with my part-time job and dance practice.
Where do you work?
I work as a mermaid at a gaudy maid cafe called Sunfish Pocket. Mermaids are what they call the maids that work there.
Wait.
They wear these cute mermaid outfits.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Customers? I know because I
Oh, I
used to
didn't
work
piece
at
that together.
Sunfish Pocket a long time ago. Mommy works there at night after dance practice.
I was like, wait, hold on. Now that you mention that, you look familiar. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's, pieces together. It all fits. I don't know what part of this has to do with the mystery, but... she's a mermaid. The first game. Sure, more small
Tell
talk.
anyone, but until about 11.
Even when you were 17.
Yes, ever since I was 16.
Okay, but what time do you
That's a
start?
violation of Article 61 of the Labor Standards Act. Though it would be the employer who would be penalized.
I lied to the manager about my age. So according to my profile, I'm 20 years old right now.
That's a bit...
I'm sorry. Please don't arrest me. My family's poor, so I need to keep working.
Okay, I don't really know how to react to that. Labor Standards Law, Article 61, declares that you cannot employ anyone younger than 18 from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Ah, okay, so it's not the number of hours worked, it's a... okay. I see. Is this about him in relation to last night, or is this about him in general? I'm gonna hope that this is in general, and then we can work our way to finding his body.
I don't think there's anyone from our generation that doesn't know who he is. He's famous for having a sharp tongue. He used to write a bunch of completely lame articles and critiques online. He used to start up stupid internet drama crap on Twitter, too.
Amame has a pretty sharp tongue herself.
His main job was being the CEO of Music Food. I guess that's like the president of the company? I think I read an article online that said he started the business when he was 22.
But his history before then is shrouded in mystery. And no one knows anything about his childhood, right?
Yeah. He was a pretty mysterious figure.
Music Food is a subscription music service. It mainly focuses on Japanese music, so it's not a widely known service worldwide. But They do have 10 million subscribers. I'm sure they make a good profit. Yeah, I'd imagine. Alrighty, onward to the hard stuff.
I know about the incident. I was watching the live stream of that quiz show.
That's it? I mean, okay, fair enough. Please. Please.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack. I boiled a potato and my socks in a sack.
Mr. Ryuki.
Are you okay?
What? The song Ryuki was just singing was German Soup Socks, I think. Okay. 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 Okay, I don't know what I expected. Okay, well, let's again do a small talk
Today
first.
is February 11th? National Foundation Day.
Oh, right. Then why are you at school?
Well, how do I put this? I just felt compelled.
For both
I
of
can only
you.
wear this uniform and attend this school for about another month or so.
So I invited Mame, and we just kind of ended up here.
Iris and Amame are third years. They'll be graduating soon.
Okay. I mean, not something I think I'd prefer to do on a day off, but I mean,
Iris is sitting on a chair.
sure, why not?
Leering at an 18-year-old. That's a bit creepy, don't you think?
I was not leering.
Merely stating a fact. She is sitting on a chair.
Hmm? Mizuki didn't tell you?
I mean, she did, but I figured
But
it's
I
a
want to double check,
formality.
just in case.
Okay, I mean, double check for
the agency
records, I guess.
belong to, Lemniscate, received a request for me to appear. They wanted me and one more person to participate as a pair. But we couldn't find anyone with an opening in their schedule. And that's why Mizuki ended up going instead. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. It did feel like some sort of paranormal phenomenon, though.
Paranormal?
Like I mentioned last night, maybe that body teleported here from some other world. The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension, and that split the body in two.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, there are rumors that people who watched that video and disappeared could have also been swallowed into another dimension.
How many people watched that video and disappeared? Oh, you're gonna elaborate, please? Please elaborate? You're gonna have to elaborate on that. Yeah,
That QR code video. A similar video went viral about half a year ago.
that's 490.
That's 490 video. Supposedly people who saw it suddenly vanished.
That's 490. Kizuna mentioned the same thing.
So, they say those who went missing were taken into another dimension.
Did you see that's 490?
Yes, so did I.
But you two haven't disappeared.
That's because we haven't decoded it.
There's a code hidden inside Bats 490.
They say the code reveals a specific location.
You have to go there to get taken into another dimension.
And the people who decrypted the code all said the same thing before vanishing.
I've learned the secret of the world.
But no one knows what that secret is.
No one's bothered. You telling me in this... Hi.
Yanni, I told you to wait for me at the gate, didn't I?
Yeah, but I got here a bit early.
His name is Gen Ishiagane. He's the owner of the fusion restaurant Brahman in Golden Yokocho. Though, I'm sure you already know that.
Yeah, we learned that
Yeah, I've been there many times.
earlier.
But why is Gen here?
Ah, if it isn't Mr. Ryuki.
I'm sorry, but you are
investigate that case by any
terrifying.
chance?
Yes, I was talking to Iris about it.
I also watched the quiz show last night. Several people I know were on it.
Iris is just sitting on a chair. I have no further commentary.
Now you're trying too hard.
Well, what do you want me to say?
Lecherous intent. I am merely looking at Iris sitting on a chair. That's funny. Okay. I'm sorry, this guy is freaking terrifying. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure 90% of it is the face. Like, I don't know, there's... Gen Ichiyagane, the owner... I didn't read that fast enough. It's Gen Ichiyagane, the owner of a fusion restaurant, Brahmin. Yeah, let's probably ask this first.
I drove here to pick up Amame and Iris. I need them to help out at work tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry, Genny. Something came up.
Oh, I see.
I'm free, though. I can still help.
That'd be great.
You two are close with Gen, huh?
Yeah, we're just a big ol' happy threesome.
That was a weird way to phrase it.
Yes, it was.
Amame visited Brahmin a lot, even back when it was in Yotsuya.
Once it moved to Golden Yokocho, I took Iris there.
You've been to Brahmin too, Mr. Ryuki?
Of course. I've been there several times. Mr. Date took me there.
Mr. Date? So you must know Mr. Date too, Genny.
I've known him for a long time. We're so close, we've seen each other's buttholes.
Wow, what a small world.
Is she really going to ignore the butt part?
I mean, whether by choice or not, I think it's for the better. Were you able to get in? Yeah, were you able? I would question how were you able to get in so easily, but...
Oh, are you asking because I'm wearing this mask? It was fine. The security for this school is practically non-existent. There are tons of places on the grounds without any fences or security cameras.
So you didn't walk in through the front gate?
I couldn't have, dressed like this. A guard would have stopped me.
The reason why he always wears the mask. Okay, well... It would scare people if you took it off. You'd scaring me with... Seeing him without the mask is... Something he was born with. He got called a monster when he was a kid. Honestly, I think it would be hard to find something that's scarier than the mask itself. I honestly believe that.
You're more than welcome to visit anytime.
Genny's cooking is amazing.
Everything he makes is so good. My tongue could fall right off. Personally, I think his place and Matsushita Diner are competing for the #1 spot.
Come on now, don't compare my restaurant with a place like that. The cooking there was superb when Takiro was still the man behind the chef's knife, but now it's his son Ota running things. He doesn't know the first thing about cooking. His dishes are missing the most important condiment.
And what might that be?
Well, I think we got enough info here for now. Ryuki, wanna get going?
Sounds good.
Okay, but first... What condiment? What ingredient is he missing again? Tell me. You can't just say that and not explain. Jerk. Okay, time to go visit Kumakura's.
Wait, you're the director of that quiz show, Chimpei?
You got a problem with that?
No, but...
I told you he got out. He's making an honest living as a civilian these days. Ain't that right? That's right, boss. Stop calling me that. You're not a member of the gang anymore.
Why? I feel like it would be a little bit weird to have the director be a contestant. I remember. Sure, let's ask why you
My
left.
girl has a baby on the way right now.
Oh.
So we decided to get married, but her parents wouldn't approve of it. Said they wouldn't let me have their daughter unless I got out of the business. I agonized over the decision, so much that I could only eat 2 slices of pizza instead of the usual 3. But a man has to do what a man has to do, right? So I made up my mind to talk to the boss about it. But before I could...
Oh, I get it. Then I'll try asking him for you.
Well, yeah, that's one way to get it done.
Iris.
What? I didn't have any ulterior motives, so don't get it twisted.
I mean, sure, buddy. Sure. So...
I came to say thanks to the boss for yesterday. I was thinking of going to Akiba, and this place is on the way.
Why Akiba?
Well, I need to stop by a maid cafe.
Maid cafe?
Yeah, it's called Sunfish Pocket. My girlfriend works there.
Apparently everybody works there. So yeah,
I
why
actually used
become
to
the...
attend a vocational school to learn about film. I wanted to be a porn director. I
That's
used the
better than-
connections I got there to reach out to a production company for online shows. And I was promoted to director right away. Supposedly, the last director ran away, so they really needed me to take his place.
So I have nothing against that, but I feel like if these parents have trouble with you being in a gang, this Kamakura gang, I don't think that industry is exactly where you want to go. In my opinion, totally legit. That's your job, great. More power to you. But if someone says they don't approve of you, I don't think that would be my go-to. But I don't know. I don't know anything about that, I guess. Can't say I've ever been in that situation. There we go. That's the question I want to ask.
We
Why
didn't have enough people. The quiz show needed 3 teams of 2 to answer questions. We tried hard, but couldn't get together that last team. I had no choice but to participate myself, so I invited the boss to go with me.
And MoMA agreed to participate?
Well, you know, it was a request from one of my precious underlings, after all. I convinced him by saying Tessa would be there too. Then he agreed right away.
Yep.
Sorry, but I haven't found anything that might be a lead.
What about the rest of the staff?
They'll probably tell you the same thing.
The detectives from HQ have already questioned the rest of the staff. A report is uploaded on the database. 0 clues. There isn't any information that could help us at all.
Well, it was worth a shot asking anyway. Show was supposed to run for 6 hours straight, from 6 to midnight. Wasn't the same contestants the whole time. They were supposed to swap out every hour. Oh, okay. Our appearance was slated for 9 p.m.
Wouldn't know anything about the others. I already turned in the list of contestants to the cops. Why don't you try hitting them up one by one?
The other detectives already took care of that a while back.
Fair enough.
No clues there either. There haven't been any reports of suspicious individuals.
Well, at least he's being helpful and all that. With the list and asking all the staff and all
A
that.
dragon with a gold ball. Kind of like us, Ryuki.
You're not made of gold, though.
Right, it's a gold ball. It's a door. It's a desk. Chair. It's a locker. Oh yes, I can read their billboard again. Or not their billboard, their whiteboard again.
Do, re, mi,
Sofa. Okay, that one was clever. I'll give him that. That one was clever.
An ashtray in this day and age? How anachronistic is this place?
That's a word.
It's like a Yakuza den in here.
That's exactly what it is.
Ashtray and a low table.
Help! I've been flattened!
Did you just hear something?
No, nothing.
Oh, just so you know, that thing's fake. It's not a real tiger.
Okay. I'll trust you on that one, I guess. Certificate or something. If I recall correctly, I think it's real estate permits. Statement. General principles. It reads no dating apps allowed. 24th, how to go viral on TikTok workshop. Okay. Partition. Oh, please tell me that we get to look at with the X-ray behind that. Okay,
There are a lot
lanterns.
of lanterns lined up here.
Maybe MoMA hung them up.
Wait, who's hung? Who?
Huh? MoMA?
Moma's hung, huh?
That's not what I said.
So that joke was just made. A lantern. It's a bunch of lanterns. I'm not going to
I added
elaborate
to
any
it.
further on that. Oh, okay.
There are a ton of videos of salmon laying eggs in there.
I don't think that's a problem. We all have our own interests.
I guess. Desk, keyboard. Not that kind of a mouse, but it is a mouse. Phone. Family altar. And then, please tell me X-ray. Please tell me X-ray. No. Okay. Fine. All right, Mama. Sure. Why were you on the
Just
show?
say so earlier.
I mean, yeah.
It is what it is.
Fair enough. I don't know why we need to ask that twice, but fair enough.
Yeah, I didn't take his finger or anything. We're not doing any of that outdated cutting off your finger deal.
After all, the Kumakuras are a gang with morals.
Sounds like an oxymoron. Like a vegan zombie.
I mean, they did push that pretty hard in the last game, and I can believe it. There's a couple of things we had to kind of let slide in order for that to be okay, but it's alright.
I'm pissed about the case too. That co-appearance was like a dream come true, and the whole show was ruined. I'd love to get my hands on the bastard responsible.
A dream come true?
The boss and Tessa got to...
Shut it! Anyway, I'd love to help you with your investigation and all, but unfortunately, I don't have any info that might be useful to you. I don't know what to tell you.
Did you see any suspicious people hanging around the studio, for example?
Suspicious people? I guess the only one who comes to mind is Kameji.
Kameji? You mean...
Yeah, Andy's Kameji, the host. Supposedly he has connection to the Yakuza.
And you're telling me...
I'm not talking about
I'm
our
just
group,
saying,
of
you
course.
don't?
It's just something I heard at a meeting with the street bosses. Word is he's involved in some dangerous transactions. Though that might not have anything to do with last night.
Okay.
Kameji has connections with the Yakuza? Could it be true?
Let's figure that out later. You need to gather intel for now.
Got it. Then let's go somewhere else.
Chairman's chair. And why did we need to go to the department store? Who was at the department store? We had Iris, Mizuki, Boss, Moma, Cheapen, Oh, right. He's doing a show on the roof. Right. Yep.
Shoma, my little boy, he's in elementary school. One day I wake up, go to the bathroom mirror, and I have writing on my forehead. It must have been Shoma. He had been learning letters in school recently. Anyway, he writes, Death Tub. And I'm thinking, Death Tub? Is that what he meant? Is he trying to tell me something? Then Shoma saw my face and started busting out laughing. And I was thinking, what's so funny? That's when I realized, when you see Death Tub in the mirror, God of Energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
Okay.
Another story about Shoma. One day I got a call from school and a rather heavy-set vice principal told me, Your Shoma called me a pig of all things. I apologized, then gave Shoma a talking to. Listen here, Shoma. Don't you ever call the vice principal that again. He said, Okay, I won't call the vice principal a pig anymore, but it's okay if I call a pig vice principal, right? I say, sure, why not? So then as the kid is leaving, he says, I'm sorry, can I go play with my friends now, vice principal? God of Energy, Inti, Pachaka Max!
So he says that after the punchline?
Are you finished?
Well, you're the only one here. You're Mr. Ryuki from the Metropolitan Police Department, right? You
Okay.
came here to talk about what happened?
Yep.
Yes. Then let's go somewhere else to talk. You'd prefer someplace quieter, right?
But Tom, I got a kick out of that at least. Okay, when you said someplace quieter, I did not expect this.
Wait, the Ferris wheel?
But,
Well,
yeah,
why not?
exactly.
Alone with a middle-aged man in an enclosed space? This is not what I had in mind.
Door. Are we actually moving? Oh, dang, look at that. We are actually moving.
Look, the ants are like people.
It's the other way around. Wait, the other way around doesn't sound right either.
What? Okay. It's all just window. Nothing specific I can point to. Yep, that's it. Okay. Okay, buddy. Yeah, let's ask about that. Why a Ferris wheel?
I love Ferris wheels. I like anything that continuously spins around, actually. Plane propellers, washing machines, the beds at love hotels.
There used to be rotating beds at love hotels a long time ago.
How do you know that?
Just like life, isn't it? With its ups and downs. We rotate around the same places over and over.
Well, the beds at love hotels don't go up and down, though. Although, I guess they do, in a way.
My boy is just like me, you know?
Shoma? You mentioned him on stage earlier.
Yes, he really loves this Ferris wheel too. He's almost in middle school and he still comes here by himself all the time. He talks like he's all grown up, but he's still a kid inside.
With your love of Ferris wheels, I'd say you're still a kid on the inside too.
You got a point there. You're probably right.
Alrighty, sure, let's ask about
He's
Shoma.
right in the middle of his rebellious stage, so he's been a handful. His mother hasn't been around for about 3 years now.
Was it a divorce?
Yeah. She got sick of me and left the house.
Does this have to do with the Yakuza by any chance?
What? Where in the world did that come from?
Just something I heard. That you have gang connections.
That's complete nonsense. I'm just an ordinary comedian.
Well, even if it was true, he wouldn't just admit it.
Yeah, no, that came out of nowhere. Sure, I don't know what's up with this. I don't know what's wrong with this clothes.
Oh, this? It's my one and only stage outfit. This sharp little bow tie is the highlight. My boy bought it for me last year.
Bow ties are somewhat unusual. Traditional ties are more common.
But you weren't wearing that tie last night, were you?
Oh, I wasn't. I tend to take it off or put it on based on how I'm feeling.
Do you come to the stage a lot?
Yeah, the owner of the Misaton department store took a liking to me. He's given me the opportunity to appear several times now.
Okay. I don't think there's anything too odd about that.
You know I'm a comedian now, but when I was in my early 20s, I was working as a regular company employee. I appeared on several quiz shows on the side and ended up winning first place many times.
Komeiji was famous as a quiz king ever since he was a student. He even had worshippers who lauded him as the quiz god.
Thinking back, that may have been the peak of my life. Adored wherever I went, everyone buying me all sorts of things. Maybe I shouldn't have taken advantage of the situation like I did. I was so enamored by the glamorous celebrity life. I've always loved comedy, so I strived to become a comedian. And after that, well, it's just as you saw on that stage.
I wonder why there wasn't an audience. It was so funny.
Everyone has different tastes. Yeah, so did you host a quiz show to come back to the sort of quiz king or whatever it was?
Ah, I haven't told you yet, have I?
No.
The producer for that show knew about me from my Quiz King days.
Okay.
He thought I could tell all sorts of anecdotes and gave me an offer to host the show. Ah, right. Sorry for calling you Team Popo back then. It was in the script. Didn't really have a choice.
By the way, Iris and Mizuki were called the Team Lemniscate, and Momo and Jinpei were called Team Yakuza. Okay. Theirs were a little more... a little less slang, a little more just actual terms, I guess.
I'm sorry. I have no idea what happened. I was just invited there and hosted the show as requested. Then that body suddenly appeared.
Did you know Jin, the victim?
I've never met him. I do know he was hated for his extreme narcissism and ego. If I had to guess, the motive was probably a grudge. Someone must have had a grudge against him and did that.
Smells like alcohol?
Ah, does it?
A little.
A lot is more like it. Komeiji's blood alcohol level is 0.12%, the early stages of inebriation.
I just couldn't get over what happened last night and ended up drinking too much. I wanted to forget about everything. I had to drink.
Yeah, not a pretty sight, that's for sure.
Sorry I couldn't help, Mr. Ryuki. I wish you luck with the investigation. I'm rooting for you. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh boy, is he gonna hop back up? Okay. Quite a bit we can click on here. Spinning airplane ride. Gate. A light. Apparently there's a flower bed? Vending machines. An arcade. I know that's where I would definitely spend my time. A bench. A Ferris wheel. Or something. Sky cycle? A bike that I guess goes around in a loop. A stage, which does not have Komeiji on it. And a trash can. I think that's about it. That looks to be it. Okay. Back to Abyss.
You're going back to Abyss?
Yeah. I want to reorganize the information I have so far.
Then why don't you just do it in this limousine?
Why are we in a limousine?
I guess I could.
Hey, you can do the thing too. Don't really look at much else, but... Hi, Tom. Woman. No. We have to scream. Okay, that's...
Stop shouting!
But you surprised me. I thought that the ghost of an S&M pervert with a police uniform fetish who died in a tanning booth had come to haunt me.
Haven't I showed you this body many times over the past 6 months?
I'm still not used to it. Your body is semi-transparent, and I can only see you in the left side of my vision. So, why did you come out?
I thought it would be easier to talk to you this way.
Hold on, can we just... Oh, I want to listen to this line one more time.
I thought that the ghost of an S&M pervert with a police uniform fetish who died in a tanning booth had come to haunt me.
Can I make this my ringtone? Can I just make that line my ringtone? It's delivered so smooth as well. Like, it's completely natural. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. That's my humor. That's my stupid sense of humor. Okay. Sure, what do you think of this car?
Honestly, it reeks of bad taste. Makes me want to puke just looking at it.
Keep talking like that, and I'll throw you out the window.
Then you'd be a goner too? I'm the one driving this car, you know.
Oh, you are?
Why don't you take the leap and buy a different car?
I can't. This car is all I have of my parents.
Your parents passed away, didn't they?
Yeah, in an airplane crash when I was young.
Oh.
From then on, I was living with my younger brother. But 6 years ago, he also.
Jeez, buddy. Sorry to hear that. I think I have other questions about that as well, such as why do your parents have a limo that can be driven by an eyeball? That seems something very specifically tailored, and you've only apparently had this eyeball for the past 6 months, so I have a few questions about that. Well, right now I'm using the car camera to steer the car remotely. I, of course, control the gas and brakes. I send signals electronically. It's technically a self-driving car. I mean, sensors and all that are there, yeah. Like, technically. Yeah,
Isn't
let's
that
talk
what
about
you're
that.
investigating for?
Yeah, but remember what Mr. Date and Iris said?
For some reason, just the right half. I could travel through time and space.
Maybe that body teleported here from some other world. The other half could have been absorbed into some other dimension, and that split the body in two.
Don't tell me you believe that.
No, just... for some reason, it's stuck in my head.
Okay, well... hear me out on this one. While Iris may just be interested in that sort of stuff, she likes sci-fi, the occult, all that sort of stuff. Date, on the other hand, actually specifically has information on that. That's all I'm going to say for the next 30 seconds. Spoilers for the first game, of course. So this last stream too, but for some other reason, if you didn't see the first one, and you're just choosing to stay and watch the second one, spoilers for the first game will be mentioned. I'm going to give like 10 seconds to get out of here and basically go play the first game. I will not be offended. It's a great game, you should go play it. But basically I'm about to spoil like half the first game right now. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I gave the spoiler warning. You cannot be angry at me. So like the whole first game, the whole reason why you can go on the separate routes and stuff like that was because it was actually different timelines that were splitting. Take, for example, the Annihilation route where everyone dies. The information gained in that route is only gained in that route. And yet when you go on to stuff like the true final ending and stuff like that, you're able to pull upon information that you only gained in that route. Never mentioned in the route that you're on. And you're still able to pull from it. Because you from another world was able to gather this information. Of course, they also tie it into fractal memories and stuff like that, but they definitely hint that he knows more than he should because of this information from elsewhere. So, when he says something could have came from another time and place, he's got a little bit that it could be.
There isn't much useful information to sort out in the first place. If I had to say one thing, it would be the ViewCube video and that QR code link. By the way, I'm going to cut down on the word salad and call it QR video from now on. The teeny bit of information we got from that QR video is pretty much all we have.
You don't know? I think it was about half a year ago. A video similar to that one went viral. Everyone was talking about it online.
The mysterious video known as Bats 490, correct? There's a code hidden inside Bats 490.
They say the code reveals a specific location.
Everyone who visits that place is said to have gone missing. They all left behind the same message. I've learned the secret of the world. Hey, Tama. Is Bats 490 still up anywhere on the internet?
I looked it up. Here it is.
Oh, cool. So we can see it. Okay. Fourth, there was like 2 something. I couldn't see the full number. Okay, well, if they played it here, I'm assuming it is actually out there somewhere.
They say there's a hidden message inside, but I can't even tell where we're supposed to look.
Well, I'd assume there's a couple places we could. Then I'll have to do that in my own time, I guess.
Same as the QR video. It was originally uploaded to ViewCube, then it spread from there.
Okay.
The account holder is unknown.
In any case, Bats 490 is the only lead we have right now. If we can figure it out, maybe it'll lead to the QR video.
Ryuki, you have a call. It's from Mizuki.
Mizuki?
I'm connecting her.
Oh, Ryuki? I got your number from Boss.
What is it?
I remembered something about Bats 490. I thought maybe it could lead to a clue.
What did you remember?
Someone in my class at school actually figured it out. He decoded the hidden message in Bats 490.
He did?
His name is Shoma Enda. He might know something, so I would go find him. Anyway, see ya.
Okay.
Shoma. Isn't that?
Yep.
Andy's Komeji's.
But he's still here, from what I understand. So, he didn't find the secret of the world and disappear.
Shoma, you know what happened last night, right? The QR code displayed on that sign. There was a link in it leading to a video. We're calling it the QR video. I wanted to talk to you about it. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay. Sorry, buddy, I'm snooping around your house. I find it interesting and will therefore click on everything. It's a light. Kitchen with a fridge.
It's Ada Rooster.
Ada Rooster?
It's a character.
From... Oh, like a door rabbit. Closet. Puppet for the quiz, I guess? Maybe? I really don't know.
It's old. Looks like a memento for the Quiz King.
And a toy robot. Which looks strangely familiar. Toolbox.
A picture of Ame no Uzume, a goddess from Japanese mythology. Supposedly, she is the goddess of entertainment and laughter.
You laugh more often than you breathe.
I mean, she's an eyeball.
Is this a poem written by Komeji? It says, "It's okay to fall off the horse. You're a saddle after all." Wait, this was supposed to be touching?
Tama, you good?
What is that on top?
Looks like earthenware. Maybe it's some sort of device?
Earthenware? Never heard that
It's
before.
a CRT TV. But do you think it can pick up digital broadcasts?
It could, with a dedicated tuner.
Sure, I guess. I don't know. The fan, the hammer, so built for slapstick comedy. Oh, and Uzume. Button. Kotatsu. I guess that's about it. Alrighty, Shoma. Oh, you don't seem like the kind of guy who's gonna care about small talk, so let's just get straight to the point. Bats 490.
You know about the video called Bats 490, right? I have a feeling it's related to the QR video somehow. You solved the code in Bats 490, didn't you? And it showed you a certain location. Am I right?
Okay. Wait for that. Sure. Okay, I guess small talk time. What are you making?
What are you making? Don't tell me it's a bomb.
Okay.
Just to confirm, your father is Andes Komeiji, and his real name is Yoneharu Enda. Is that right?
Really doesn't want to talk,
I
huh?
heard you went to the same elementary school as Mizuki? She's actually the one who told me about you.
He's completely ignoring you.
Yep.
Maybe because he's wearing headphones.
No, that's not it. There's no sound coming from them. Chastity belt on his heart must be locked tightly.
How'd you call it
What kind of
that?
metaphor is that?
You won't be able to see his uvula unless you open that lock.
What?
So what you mean is, he probably won't speak unless you can find the key to his heart, I'm guessing.
That's one way to
There
put
might
it.
be a key somewhere in this room. Let's find it.
A key to open the lock on his heart.
Robot.
That robot is so cool!
Okay.
Mr. Komeiji used to be amazing. Oh, but he still is, of course.
Okay. Assuming just about everything here
God,
is.
please help.
That
You
works
can help
too.
yourself.
Shoma, wanna play Lucky Laugh together? Do you wanna watch TV together?
Why don't you smack Shoma on the head with the folding fan?
I don't think he'd ever speak to me.
It'd be funny though.
Why don't you hit your own head with the hammer toy?
Wow, what a jolly guy he is. I'm gonna tell him everything I know now.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay.
You'd better talk, or I'll smack your butt with this broom.
That's...
Oh, you just laughed a little, didn't you?
Okay, I did not expect that to be something to get him. Why can I x-ray the closet?
What is that?
It
Oh.
looks like a
Okay,
robot.
well that would be why.
I tried searching, but it looks like it's not commercially available.
A homemade robot, huh? Hey, Shoma, would you mind showing me the robot in your closet?
Huh? How do you know about that?
Oh, well,
Tell him you heard it from Komeiji.
right. I heard about it from Mr. Komeiji.
From my dad?
That's right.
Okay then. Just for a bit, okay?
Incredible balance.
You made that?
Yeah. I call it Robota.
All by yourself?
Uh-huh. There's a junk shop in Akiba. I got all the parts there. This robot only has one tire. It uses a gyro to keep its balance. Fine-tuning it is really hard.
It must be difficult because you have two independently moving arms. I guess that's probably why it keeps on going around in circles. That's pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I'm gonna assume... Yep. Alrighty, buddy. Coming like crazy, yeah.
Wowee! This is crazy!
Okay, never mind. No, that's not what I thought you meant.
How can you make such a complex robot like this? Are you an alien?
Or from the future, maybe? Or some sort of god? And this form. Refined yet playful. Such an unconventional design. It's obvious your sense of style is immaculate. Oh, wonderful! So wonderful! I will never forget this day. I thank the creator that I was able to meet a genius that will go down in history!
Looks like it.
I didn't mean to do that. The lock is opened. Okay. When it said compliment like crazy, I thought it just meant like compliment him a lot, not compliment him like a crazy person. But okay. Ready. Let's ask about what the headphones are.
Put them on so I can concentrate better.
But you're not listening to music, are you?
I only turn on the noise canceling.
I mean, fair enough. If that's all you need them for, then that's all you need them for.
She's just a classmate. We're not friends or anything. I don't talk to her much.
Do you wish you could talk to her more?
No. Of course not.
Even though she's cute?
That Uggo? She's not cute at all.
No.
His temperature is rising. That was clearly a lie.
Yeah, I could tell.
Knock you with the fan.
Yeah. Andy's Komeiji is my dad. But sorry, I don't really want to talk about him.
Why not?
Well, because... Why does it matter?
Okay, sorry.
Now, I think it's about time we get back to why I'm here.
No, I want to ask him what he's baking.
The Bat's 490 code. I solved it.
How?
Okay.
I have to go soon, so I'll tell you the short version.
That's fine. Please just tell me. The video's hidden message pointed to a certain location, right?
Yeah.
And where is that?
Horodori Lab. The Horodori Institute of Genetics.
Okay. Oh, and now we're there now. Okay.
I heard about it last night on the news. Truly unprecedented. What a mysterious case. I am Chikara Horodori, the director of this research institute.
He hasn't retired yet. His 60th birthday was last year.
Looks like a grotesque monster might be trapped inside.
I actually like grotesque things.
Yeah, I know.
Pot is filled with dubious liquid. I have one of these. Saw one of these. One of the business places I went to. Their coffee shop. They did all the coffee behind the counter, and then the robot arm set it in front of the counter. Didn't really do much, but it was cool to see.
Ryuki, would you drink that fluid inside the test tube?
Maybe $10.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Why not? You might develop superpowers.
But what if I turned into a giant, green, muscular freak?
That's a reference.
That would be awesome.
Rather die than drink it. And you might get a combination of both if you do. Steam monitor. Typical protective garb? Okay.
Excuse me. What is that statue?
Ah, that's the symbol of our research philosophy here. It would take a while to explain, so perhaps another time.
Okay, it's a window. The door. Oh. Then through the window, just door, chair. A lot more of those statues. It's not just one. Oh, I saw something. Where did it go? I swear I saw something green. Ah, keyboard. Okay, buddy. Let's go with the
We
institute.
mainly conduct research on gene therapy through genome editing here. Are you familiar with genome editing?
Site-specific nucleases, an artificial restriction enzyme known as CRISPR-Cas9, is commonplace these days. Genome editing is a technique that uses this enzyme to splice, replace, and bind any base sequence of DNA.
That's
in other words,
actually
it's
real.
technology that rewrites DNA.
Which is pretty cool.
Last year, we developed a revolutionary genome editing method we call Purge. With this, genetic diseases that were previously too difficult to treat, for example, severe congenital heart diseases, are now curable. But that's not all. In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable.
I mean, yeah, theoretically, I suppose. Because, I mean, if we're taking... It might be a bit of a stretch in terms of this, but... I mean, it's... So if we look at what's in real life, CRISPR is actually being researched for gene therapy. And as your cells develop, slowly snip off little bits of the telomeres. Now, if you could perfectly snip these telomeres and then reattach what you cut off, your telomeres would never run out. And theoretically, you would then be immortal as long as, you know, you're still had bodily functions that were going on. You would be immortal at a cellular level, at the very least. Obviously, you could still die due to other reasons, because you'd simply be immune to aging. That's what it would be. You would be immune to aging.
Oh, but I don't mean your body will be invincible. Death can still occur via trauma, ingesting
Yes,
poison,
exactly. There we go.
viral
Exactly.
infections,
Yes.
this sort of thing. However, it can make death due to old age a thing of the past.
Can Purge really do that?
Indeed. The body's deterioration due to aging can be prevented by rewriting all of its DNA, maintaining a permanent state of youth. However, this has not yet been proven. It's still in its experimental stage. But it won't be long until our hypothesis is substantiated. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
A bit scary, but also promising. There's a lot of things that if CRISPR does actually get used in the real world, we do advanced research on that. I believe it's currently being researched. Again, with specifically CRISPR, it is a real thing, which is kind of cool. It's very cool. But yeah, there's a lot of things that we could theoretically go and do with it. Alrighty, general alibi.
Jen's estimated time of death.
I was sleeping in my bed at home. They say seniors are early to rise, but that's not true at all in my case. Perhaps that means I'm still young.
Is there anyone who could back your story?
Don't tell me I'm a suspect.
I'm just doing my job. I've always wanted to say that.
Good for you. Your dream came true.
I live alone now. Unfortunately, there's no one with me at home.
Chikara got divorced 6 years ago. As for children, he has one daughter. She's 32 years old. His daughter and ex-wife are currently living in Italy.
In other words, there's no one who
quite a
can
ways away.
corroborate Chikara's alibi.
That's right.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem like he's lying about it.
I know of him, but I haven't met him in person. I've only read some articles about him online.
So basically same as everyone else.
He's the CEO of a music distribution company. I'm the director of a genetics research institute. We have nothing in common.
Fair enough. Did we ask anyway?
It was mentioned on the news.
Alrighty, the video.
But the video itself wasn't broadcasted, so I haven't seen it.
Then you don't know about Bats 490.
What is that?
It's a video that's very similar to the QR video.
I've never heard of it.
I actually came here to ask you about it specifically. There's a hidden code in the video, and I've heard it points to this research institute.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Perhaps someone just made it up.
Ryuki, don't you think something is off about Chikara?
Yeah,
you think
a little bit.
You really are dense.
You're dense enough to be the target audience for mobile game ads.
That's some ice for that one. That's Mobile games can be fun, true. Most of the time, though, they take you to a page to try and force you to download a different game. It's kind of like advertising fraud. Yeah, it is. In some of the cases, it is almost literally advertising fraud. But dang, yeah, that's a roast if I've ever heard one. I do find it interesting that he's this researcher who's interested in solving all these mysteries of life and the universe and stuff like that. Yet has no interest in this video, which supposedly has a hidden code.
Huh.
His temperature is abnormally high, isn't it?
Maybe he has the flu.
Don't make me pluck out your eyebrows from the inside.
You can do that?
Do you think he's upset about something?
Probably. Ryuki, let's find out if he's hiding something.
And how?
Wink sync. Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Are we gonna actually learn what this is? Wink sync is a simplified version of syncing. You can analyze the brainwaves of the sync subject and temporarily look into their dream. Select Chikara with the cursor, and then choose the wink sync icon to view a simplified version of his dream. Seconds?
This guy.
Wink sync is a simplified version of syncing, but you're still taking a look inside their dreams.
And dreams are made from memories, so there shouldn't be anything in there that he doesn't know about.
You're saying...
Chikara knows about Bats 490. He was lying to us earlier. Mr. Chikara, can you accompany me to the station?
What? Why?
I'd like to speak to you in more detail. You do have the right to decline, of course.
Very well. I'll go with you.
It's one of those things where it's like, well... they're gonna make you come one way or another, I think, at that point. Also, I did not get to read what that tip was. Hopefully it pops up again. Okay. Monitor is off. Tubes, shelf. There's a Tengu nose in it. Weird sinks on the table. Cleaning lady?
Excuse me. Could you go buy some soy sauce for me?
Sure, why
I
not?
thought I just heard something.
Ah, you mean the cleaning lady.
Oh, it's just the cleaning lady. Wait, what?
It's always the same reaction. It's great. Binder, there's a monitor that's on with a lot of random characters. A door. Then we got ink machine. Wonder.
Ryuki, I'll let you be my chair once this case is solved.
Isn't that already kind of happening?
I'm okay.
Okay. It's a chair. Pewter or boss? Pewter or boss? Pewter or boss? Yeah, I guess pewter. Yeah, why are you here?
Why do you ask?
Shouldn't you be in prison?
I'm the engineer of Abyss. Of course I'm always here.
Yeah, but I've been wondering about something. In November of last year...
You were dishonorably discharged for reasons related to the new Cyclops serial killings, weren't you? You leaked internal police information, not to mention you aided a criminal in his escape.
I made some arrangements behind the scenes. Pewter is a crucial part of Abyss. I couldn't let them lock him up.
Really?
You can do that?
Normally, no. But in this case...
Boss has dirt on members of the executive, judicial, and legislative branches of the government.
I am truly grateful.
Yeah, no, boss is terrifying.
Thank me. You just need to be a good little workhorse. Oh, and it'd be great if you could introduce me to some good-looking studs while you're at it.
I know about a dozen.
I'm counting on you.
Abyss is kind of scary.
We get used to it.
Okay, malfunction in the communication system. Yeah,
That's
us.
outside of my jurisdiction.
Really?
So, I don't know too much about it.
You're the tech guy and you
I'm
don't...
sure the person in charge is desperately trying to fix it as we speak.
Are we sure about
It should
that?
be fixed soon.
Are we sure about that?
I got Tama's report. The QR video seems to be the key to solving this case. And she believes Chikara is linked to the Bats 490 video, which has a striking similarity.
He's extremely suspicious. He must be the culprit.
I think it's a bit early for that conclusion.
But he said he didn't know about the video, right? If he's willing to lie about one thing, he's willing to lie about everything.
A bit of a jump,
I still
but
think that's a bit unreasonable.
it does mean that there is something to hide there. I think that's a safe assumption. Oh wow, we just... Oh right, well, we don't have memory issues. So we, of course, know her name. But why call her by her name when you can just say boss? Well, yeah, where's Date?
Who knows? He went off somewhere right after you left.
He's probably playing the nipple guessing game at some cabaret club in Nakamaguro right about now. He's on vacation, so I'm sure he's taking a load off while he can.
No, he's taking a load off, all right.
What? Do I even want to read this tip? I have to, don't I? I'm not sure if I want to read this. Okay, I'm gonna let it play through. And then after I see the whole thing, that's when I'm gonna determine whether or not I'm okay to read it all out loud. I mean, fine, whatever. This game has already said worse things, I think. The previously mentioned nipple game is a game in which a man asks a woman to guess where their nipple is while their shirt is on. Even if it's the other way around, a guy asking a girl to do it, it's kinda problematic. Indeed it is.
There hasn't been any progress yet. The people over at HQ are totally incompetent. They must have had stuff with fermented beans or something.
Specific, but okay.
I gave Chikara the usual medicine to put him to sleep.
Are you sure that's okay?
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe there are legality issues.
Oh, don't worry about that. The higher-ups will take care of it for me.
Like I said, to doing it.
In any case,
right?
Shall we get started? Ryuki, you know what to do.
I mean, in the previous game, all the other characters, whenever they brought up, oh, you did this, and like you literally signed a contract. Or like we have you on recording, consenting, or something like that. Like Ota specifically, I think was one of the ones, because he's like, oh, I'll sue you for this, and he's like, you literally consented to it.
Ryuki, this isn't your first time sinking. You've delved into Somnium many times in the past 6 months. So, I'm sure you know without me telling you, but...
6 minutes.
I can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. It's alright, I know.
Okay,
then. Walk around as Tama?
Let's begin.
I think we get to walk around as Tama. Based on the Somnium experience we had between Mizuki and you, I think we get to walk around as Tama. And also based on just what Aiba does, I think it makes sense that we get to walk around as Tama as well.
What is this place?
It looks like something made by an older generation of CG technology.
Back when it was still hyped up as groundbreaking, huh? Hey, did you see someone just now?
Looks suspicious.
Why don't we ask that person there about it?
Who?
Ah, yes, you
must
mean
have a
the
lot
cut
of
in half
questions,
statues.
like, what happened to your other half?
Not really.
Must be hard to walk. Bench pressing must be tough too.
You really want me to ask about that stuff?
Yeah, do it.
But hey, isn't benching kinda hard?
Hey, why are you talking to a statue?
Damn it, Ryuki. Stop wasting my time. We can only be in Somnium for 6 minutes.
Oh.
Damn it, damn it, damn it. This is getting out of hand.
That's Chikara. Tama, follow him.
Interesting.
On this side, my genius left brain harnessing my processing power. On this side, my brilliant right brain within which my creativity is boundless. The very layout of this facility itself, mimicking my brain, will serve as inspiration for my masterpiece.
What's going on here?
I need to be careful. I can't get too close.
Now, this. Bionic Body's Accidental Biology. The Bionic Body Creation Program.
Bio what?
BBAB.
The logical center of the left brain, and the creative center of the right. By combining them, I can create a superhuman.
You mean a human?
Whew, wouldn't want that getting out. I hope I never see you again. Goodbye.
Oh, he ran off.
Chikara in this dream world is just as bonkers as he is in real life.
Yeah, that much is true.
Looks like he doesn't want anyone in this room.
Yeah, you can tell by the conscious antibody in front of the door.
Conscious antibody?
They're an embodiment of a sync subject's caution. When you try to access information that the sync E is trying to hide, it overstimulates the synapse. That makes the body emit a ton of norepinephrine, which creates a conscious antibody within the Somnium.
Well, what does this conscious antibody do?
You see how it says instant death on his crotch there? If I touch him, a massive delay spike will occur in the sync information transfer system.
Which means...
Touch him and our available time in Somnium drops like crazy.
Got it. But how do we get into the room without getting past our do not touch power stance man friend here?
Well, we just need to get rid of the conscious antibody somehow.
What if we use that device that Chikara was using to move Instant Death Power Stance Man?
I'm sorry, Instant Death Power Stance Man?
Yeah,
I like that
I
name.
thought that was a pretty appropriate name for him.
Anyway,
I
let's
think
check
it
the
fits.
device first. Looks like the power is out.
Let's start by activating the device.
Yeah, let's go.
Somnium scan, activate.
So, are the mental locks what's keeping the Instant Death Power Stance Man there? Or are one of the mental locks going to have removing the Instant Death Power Stance Man as one of the steps to removing a mental lock? I don't know. There's also something else, and that's the fact that Chikara pictured himself, or he was pictured as himself, not a mysterious, just blue outline figure or anything like that. Because as we learned in the first game, again, spoilers. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But as we learned in the first game, you don't normally see yourself in your Somnium. It's just a general figure, vague figure of representing your consciousness or something like that. It was only people who had like a strong external sense of self who regularly view themselves as a third party, were able to actually see themselves in their own Somnium.
The lock on that door is open. Past that is a stone statue with no power.
Power? On a stone statue?
This is Chikara's Somnium. You don't have to think about the logic. Anyway, that door. Let's head past it to the stone statue.
Use the blank, join a blank, and create a blank. Okay, what all do we have here? A lot over there. Statues, or statues. Okay, I'm going to touch Instant Death Boy. Oh wow, it really does just zap it. I figured it was going to be an interaction, or there's going to be a, hey, we shouldn't touch that. No, it literally just stabs you. Okay. Okay, let's just inspect.
They go to outer space by using rockets to breach the atmosphere of Earth. They are highly intelligent and athletic, which allows them to move in zero-gravity environments with ease. They are required to have high mental fortitude to live in outer space, much of which is still unknown to us.
Further than us all, they've flown.
Makes you want to wax poetic, I see.
Okay, but that doesn't really tell us much.
It's not going to move because it's not activated.
In order to activate it...
According to the scan, past the door is a stone statue without power.
We don't have any other leads, so let's head to that statue.
Okay, so how do we get
Ryuki,
past...
you have 5 minutes left.
Yeah, I know, I already goofed that. We have retries though, so that's fine.
This door is open.
Is this even a door? It's so thin.
That's just how it is in this world. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
Oh, it moves sideways.
We're here.
That's the stone statue without power. Let's get closer and check it.
Use a machine in the center, join the two stone statues, and create a transcendental superhuman. Okay. What is this?
Alright, let's
Wait,
go.
no,
Okay, ready.
never mind. Don't do that.
A normal jump won't suffice.
We need to think of a way to go up.
Maybe we can do something with the device in the center.
Okay. But because I still wanted to inspect the statue. My brain just said, oop, push button.
Off and on. Is this the switch for the statue?
How do we turn this on?
Why don't you feel around that area?
What area?
Whatever feels right, Tama.
No. Why?
The robot arm control PC has been activated.
I hate everything. Why? Why? I figured it was just gonna be a joke, but no, they went full send with that. Okay, activate the experimental device is done. Now we need to activate the right front temporal lobe statue.
It's on. You're amazing, Tama.
It says, not available, stone statue activated. Wait, so is it on or off?
Maybe you need to flip the switches for all the statues.
Right. According to the Somnium scan, there are multiple statues. But let's head back to the device first.
How did you know there was a switch there? How did you know?
Let's go back to the device.
Oh, wait. Can't we go to the other small room from this room?
How would you do that? It's too high. I can't jump that.
Blank. Human your powers. You can blank to blank if you wanted to.
We can go through here. Let's go.
BBAB activating. In this experiment, you can combine two different brains with different functions to create a new human life form. Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
We just need to choose the left and right brain and combine them like Chikara did.
What can we choose from?
Left, Maasai warrior, fisherman, and A. Right side was astronaut and archaeologist. We can combine different brain functions of the left and right brains and create a new human with characteristics from both.
It seemed like Chikara used that to gain some kind of power earlier. So creating a new human means gaining some kind of superhuman ability.
And you select that power on this?
Oh, I remember seeing another room next to the small room we were in earlier.
Yeah, it was too high, so I couldn't reach.
Maybe we have to give you a power that'll help you get up there.
Worth a shot.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
The room was high and far. By combining two brain functions that'll allow us to move that distance.
What do you choose, Ryuki?
Well, I don't know what NA is.
Please select right brain function. Left, NA. Right, astronaut selected. Starting experiment.
What's going on?
Error.
Just like I expected. It's an error.
I guess NA isn't a job.
I wonder what it's for.
Okay, so it is
4 minutes
NA
now.
as in not available. Noted.
Beginning.
The room was by combining two.
What do you...
Okay, I guess let's go with the warrior.
Please select
And we'll try the
left.
astronaut again.
Maasai warrior. Right, astronaut selected. Starting experiment. Experiment successful. Combined, a Maasai warrior's leg strength and the atmosphere-piercing power of an astronaut to gain superhuman leg strength.
Flowers.
Tama, you okay?
I have goosebumps.
It said you gained superhuman leg strength.
Maybe we can get to that other room using that power.
That might be it. Let's give it a shot.
Okie dokie. I won't lie to you when I said I just kinda guessed. My brain said astronaut, yeah, that makes sense. Go high, go wee, fly. And then warrior just sounded better than...
Alright,
I don't remember the other option. Fisherman?
Okay, ready.
Wow!
The experiment worked! Oh, happy, happy Chikara. Chikara Horadori has done it again! Oh, the epigenetic ecstasy!
What are we even watching right now?
Oh,
By stimulating the DNA correlating to high leg strength through imagination, it caused a slight transformation in the base sequence. This small change has allowed for surpassing the limit of telomeres. We can do anything in this simulation world.
Huh?
There are no limits. What a wonderful world.
I guess things worked out.
so every time we do something right, we have to watch this creepy old dude ascend into the sky?
You wanna join?
Hell no.
Surpassing the limits of telomere. Do you know what telomeres are? They're strands of DNA at the end meant to be cut off and die, I guess. Whenever cells split. I don't know. Maybe I don't know everything
Stone
about it.
statue without power.
Activate it.
Are we gonna... Why? Why? Why?
This stone statue is a racer.
If they mean an autosport driver, those guys are incredibly skilled. They have to make split-second decisions.
That skill might be beneficial in other areas than driving too.
Not to mention, there is a car right there.
I see. Using the driving skill.
But look, that says trap. Driving skill alone might not be enough.
Maybe we can combine it with a brain function that's good at avoiding traps.
I don't remember seeing anything like that.
Anyway, let's head back to the central room.
Okay, so now I gotta build another person. Simple reaction by the person trapped by blank. 6 no 7th sense. They who traverse blank experience it.
This door is open.
I wonder...
Let's go find...
We're here.
Looks like we can open it from this side now.
You have 3 minutes left, Ryuki. Focus. Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
The car from earlier. And what to do about the trap?
What do you think fits best?
Well, the racer, I think, is going to be one of them.
Please select right brain function.
You gonna tell me it's like Indiana Jones or something like that for the archaeologist?
Left. Racer. Right. Archaeologist selected. Starting experiment. Experiment successful. Combined, a racer's driving skill and an archaeologist's knack for dodging traps. To gain movie protagonist superhuman driving skills.
Guess it's time for love, Dr. Jones.
Yep, Dr. Jones.
That's so antiquated. Nowadays, sports cars go up against nuclear submarines.
Oh well, this is Chikara's preference. Now let's go back to the room with the car.
Think we can get there from the passage we came from?
Yeah, that should lead you there directly. We can go through here.
Use that. We want to go this way.
All right, get in.
I'll avoid any traps with elegance and grace.
By not actually driving the car. Okay, no, never mind. You are actually going to drive the car. Okay. Thought I was just gonna have her sit on the side and the car would just go. Am I actually in control here? No, I'm not. Okay.
That's the trap? I could have done this on my own.
Tama, behind you!
Huh?
It's 100% Indiana Jones.
Hold it! Wait! No! I can't do this!
Hey, Tama! The road!
What about the road?
There is no road!
Huh? What are we gonna do?
Step on it!
On what?
The gas! The gas!
The gas! Okay!
That's protagonist stuff for you. That's... Ooh.
The experiment worked! Happy Chikara. Chikara Horadori has done it again! Oh, the epigenetic ecstasy! The corpus callosum is here represented by a treacherous ancient rune. A theory that links this complex and bizarre passage is now complete. But this should be theoretically impossible. No, there is no impossible in this world. No, this is not good. Not good indeed.
Chikara! Ew!
Why don't you think of it as some kind of reward cutscene?
The fact that I have to force myself to think that already makes it not a reward.
I have no idea what just happened. I have no idea what he was just talking about there. Fine.
Let's turn it on.
Got it.
Why? You made the joke. Can we not? Activate their stone statue.
Is a gambler.
I guess that means they have guts.
So this gambler is known for winning bets when the chips are down.
That must mean they can win the big ones without flinching.
Now, let's head back to the central room.
Don't look for it. Blank. You can get a blank. Blank can be blank by any person. 2 minutes remaining.
We can go through here. Let's go.
You only have 2 minutes. Hurry, Ryuki.
No.
It's me, Chikara.
What the hell?
Oh, this is no good. No good. No good at all. Yes, yes, yes. Now, let's test this. Chikara's right brain reselection.
What's happening?
The room flew away.
Why?
The experiment worked. Oh, happy Chikara. Chikara Horatori has done it again! Oh, the epigenetic ecstasy! This right brain reselection is a function that blows away my past. The past I don't want anyone to see. My right brain can be shuffled back into the deck. Goodbye, forbidden memory.
What are we gonna do?
When we drove through the passageway, Chikara said, theoretically impossible and not good. So maybe we did something he wasn't expecting. If we use the device to combine two different brain functions, we might be able to find a way.
If we can prevent Chikara from using his right brain reselection thing, we might be able to make it to the room.
He said something about a memory he doesn't want to be seen.
Okay, so I'm assuming the gambler comes into play here.
Yeah, but how will we stop Chikara?
There was something hidden in the room we were in earlier. If only we could pull it back somehow.
We need a big idea here.
A big
Beginning
catch?
experiment. Please select
Like
left brain
a
function.
fisherman's catch?
Please select right brain function.
And you gotta be bold.
Left, fisherman.
I don't know, maybe.
Right, gambler selected.
I'm a bit lost at this point.
Starting experiment.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, right. Experiment successful. Combined, a tuna fisherman's pulling skill and a gambler's ability to make the right choice. To obtain superhuman luck.
Luck. Is this gonna do anything?
Well, try it. Let's
Pull a
fish back the
card
room
out
that
of
flew
this deck of memories, I guess. And
How's it going?
I think I got something!
That must be it! Reel it in!
The experiment worked!
oh, gosh.
Happy, happy Chikara. Chikara Horatori has done it again! Oh, the epigenetic ecstasy! Good! The memory I want to leave behind has already been shuffled. This memory's no good either. I thought I deleted it. No. No. If you succeed with the Eternal Youth experiment, my memory will be discovered.
What?
Goodbye! Goodbye! Goodbye!
Chikara's memory was replaced with something else.
But it got replaced with another memory he didn't want seen. It might be worth looking into.
Chikara said that if the Eternal Youth experiment is successful, his memory will be discovered.
So if we complete the research on that device...
we might be able to defeat Instant Death Power Stance Man over there and get into the room he's guarding.
What is that?
That stone statue is a little different.
Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
Oh, we're just gonna choose him and not available, aren't we?
And something that will let us get rid of Instant Death Power Stance Man over there.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
NA.
Please select right brain function.
And then just Chikara. Oh. Debugger?
Left, NA. Right, debugger selected. Starting experiment. Error.
Okay, so NA is still NA.
It's an error.
I guess NA isn't a job.
I wonder what it's for. That stone statue is a little different.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, fine, I'll look at it.
That stone
No.
statue has...
Chikara's face hastily slapped on.
Chikara said that using Purge, he can create an ageless and undying body.
But if we use the stone statue...
Turn it on.
Oh no.
What's the problem?
Seeing this face? Are you sure about turning it on?
We've invested too much already. There's no other way.
Fine, okay.
Why? Why? I don't like this. It's funny when it's haha joke.
Oh, you didn't want to touch the crotch because of Chikara's face, huh?
And then there's that. Theory is almost complete. The creator of a man who blank is blank. This has got to be an A.
Another function that'll allow us to...
Person who's most obsessed with eternal youth in life.
With instant death power stance man.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function. Please select right brain function.
It's gotta be an A. An A has to be when it's just
Left.
one item you want.
NA.
Where you don't want to combine anything, it's just
Right.
that.
Chikara selected. Starting experiment. Error.
Come on.
It's an error.
I guess NA isn't a job.
I wonder what it's for.
So I actually have to combine something. Okay. Well,
The person...
Another...
Begin. Please select
Racer and Chikara?
left. Racer. Right. Chikara selected. Starting. Experiment successful. Combined. A racer's accurate sense of time and Chikara's genetic engineering knowledge.
And its immortality.
To create a brain that accurately counts 10 seconds.
Wow. Let's try, Tama.
Don't you dare waste 10 seconds on something that stupid.
Never mind.
You have a minute left.
Thanks.
Another...
Okay.
Please select left, right, starting.
Fisherman and Chikara. Using the right
Experiment
genes
successful.
for immortality?
Combined, a fisherman's manliness and Chikara's genetic engineering knowledge.
And we have a failure.
To create the ability to catch undiscovered fish.
Fish? That's useless right now.
We don't really need the manliness either.
Another...
I am not doing too well.
Please
Okay, fine. Warrior and
left,
Chikara.
right, start.
Hopefully.
Experiment successful.
And?
Combined, a Maasai warrior's battle skill and Chikara's genetic engineering knowledge. To create an undying and unaging warrior.
There we go.
Funny that the machine is on a first-name basis with Chikara.
Now we can finally beat up instant death power stance man.
All right, let's go.
Ryuki, less than 30 seconds left.
Yeah, I know.
Go, Tama.
Let's go! Now!
That works.
We did it!
Oh my
The
gosh.
experiment worked.
Why?
Oh, happy, happy, happy. Chikara, why should humans die? What a waste it is to perish. The research results are splendid. But now, is not the time. Not now. Not now.
If
What's
Chikara
up
gets in
with
our way
this
again, no
one?
amount of time is enough time. Let's go.
Oh boy, do we have enough time for this? Okay.
This stone statue is Chikara's memory that he doesn't want to be seen.
Now we got
Turn it on.
20 seconds. With no timies on this either. We haven't gotten a single timing.
A 9 stone statue.
9. 9 in Roman numerals.
What is the significance of 9?
Maybe he has 9 mistresses.
Or maybe he's being sued by 9 people.
This stone statue. Maybe we use a brain function again.
Oh,
Should we
we
go back
don't
to the
have
center
time
device?
for that.
Let's do it.
I mean, technically, maybe we do technically have time for that, maybe. How much time does this take? 5 seconds. I'm going to have 1 second to make it to the machine. I don't think I have that amount of time. Nope. Map. Navigation feature will display the distance and direction of things that you can investigate. Aligning the cursor and pressing tab, you can set a waypoint. Yeah, nope. We're done.
Ryuki, we're out of time.
Damn it. This world doesn't make any sense.
No, I really lost it in the last half. Okay, we gotta retry though, and we'll cut back on a lot of time because we won't be messing with whatchamacallit. Yeah, we'll go with this one. I don't feel the need to restart the whole thing. Yes, I did waste like a whole minute on instant death power stance, man.
Oh. Another.
Okay, so the warrior.
Please select
And Chikara.
left, right.
And
You have a
I
minute left.
beat this guy up. Instant death power stance man is no longer instant death power stance. He's the man.
This.
Still hate that. Okay, and now we move. And now, since we have more time,
Did you
here.
decide what 2 brain functions you will combine?
In all honesty, no.
This should do it.
Beginning experiment. Please select left brain function.
Now the time for NA?
Please select
NA and 9.
left, NA. Right, 9 selected. Starting experiment.
This again? What? Why?
That doesn't look sus in any way, shape, or form.
Experiment successful.
Nizet laws. Oh.
Nizet laws.
NA and 9.
Nice.
I didn't even think of that.
Ryuki, this is...
I know. That's 490.
So, Nizet laws does exist? It's not just something Iris made up? Yeah, see, that was a bunch of numbers. Sure, we can do something with that. That was a trip. Not to know. Ryuki Chapter 1. Nye's Japan branch. So Nye's at Laws is more than just a secret society, apparently.
Welcome. I'm the president of the Japanese Knives at Laws branch, Tokiko Shigure.
I apologize for visiting so late at night. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Mr. Ryuki, is it? Mamoru, my secretary, has already informed me. I hear you've come to ask about Jin Furue's murder.
This is the president's office on the top floor of the building containing the Japanese branch of Knives at Laws, commonly known as Knives. When I synced with Chikara earlier, Tama and I saw something in his Somnium. Someone who looked like they were in Knives was making the Bats 490 video. And that's why we ended up here. Came to the president's office to talk about the top level of Knives. Should I call this a pond? Maybe? Not sure if it's a river. We'll go with pond for now. It's a pond.
Why would they make something like this indoors?
Who knows?
Because water is neat, I guess. Statue. Different from the one in the research center, though, I think.
That's the non-Yupal X, the symbol of Knives.
Non-Yupal means consisting of 9. You know how there's single, double, triple? Non-Yupal is the 9th.
So non-Yupal X means 9 X's?
Seems so.
Did you know that Knives at Laws is derived from 9-Xed lozenge? Lozenge referring to a diamond shape. In other words, Knives at Laws means the 9 X's of the diamond.
Okay, well, I just learned a lot right there. Any of it helpful? Probably not. But that's pretty neat. Chair, a desk. Plant. Oh, a window. We cannot see out of. A statue. It appears to be it, though. We talk to the bodyguard first. Because, we've seen many people who look like you before. Maybe not exactly in this game, but in the previous one, we had quite a few encounters with men like you. So you're Tokiko's secretary?
But I'm also her bodyguard.
Yep.
I used to be a bodyguard for a certain politician until the end of last year. But he was a piece of human garbage.
Yes, he was.
Slugged him in the face and resigned. Then ended up here thanks to an acquaintance introducing me.
Says nothing funny.
Something funny. There, I said it.
Fair enough.
Your badge.
That's something phony.
What is this? Vaudeville routine? That wasn't funny at all.
I was only hired recently. I don't know much about it, really.
Fair enough. Okay, so why, I don't know why we can wing sync, but sure, let's wing sync.
It was a heat of the moment thing, but I ended up quitting my job. I don't regret punching that scumbag, but... what am I going to do now? I've got 10 children to think about.
10?
What? A job? With the conditions I requested? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do anything, as long as it's not illegal.
Okay, dude. That's a big family to raise, but okay. Alrighty, let's see if we can get an alibi.
Judging by the way you asked that, I assume that's Jin's estimated time of death?
Well, yes.
I was in Okinawa from the night of the 8th. I had a seminar to attend on the 9th and 10th. I returned to Tokyo late last night.
I checked the logs for hotels and airports, for smartphone access points, and the security footage for each location. It's true that Tokiko was in Okinawa from the 8th to the 10th.
So she has an alibi.
Perfect.
As long as you presume Jin's body wasn't brought back with her from Okinawa.
I mean, yes? Guess I don't know exactly how long it takes to get from Okinawa to Tokyo? Yeah, how'd you end up here?
I had a very hard time finding the place. After all, NISE is a secret organization hidden from the public.
That's a good thing Boss just happened to know someone who knew this location. Otherwise, we would have been out of luck.
Oh, so it wasn't just like
Even
some
after I got inside
public
the building, it wasn't
okay.
easy. The guards, the security gates. If I hadn't met Mamoru at the entrance, I probably wouldn't even have made it to this office.
I know about Abyss, and I know it's trustworthy. That's why I let you through to talk to the president.
Fair enough. I like you. Okay, let's ask a bit more about NISE.
Anyway, I was surprised. I had heard of NISE, the secret organization, but I thought it was just an urban legend. I can't believe it actually exists.
Yes, there has been all sorts of gossip about us. Some claim we're a secret society of Satanists, or that we have something to do with a sequence of binary code that came from space. But that's all nonsense. Made-up stories that become more and more embellished as they were passed on. Rumors are quite a terrifying thing. NISE is a perfectly legitimate ideological society. Our headquarters are located in New York, with many branches in cities throughout the world. This is one such branch.
Fair enough. Well, what does that mean,
This is a
though?
common misconception, but NISE is not a religious organization. We are a group of like-minded individuals who act together based on a certain understanding of the universe.
And that is?
The simulation theory. Have you heard of it?
That the world is an artificial simulation of reality created by someone or something. That's the theory.
You're saying everything in this world we're living in isn't real?
Yes. It's a false world constructed with specific rules by a program. And if it is made by a program, there must by necessity be imperfections, edges, or seams. To find these seams, or to create them, is our objective.
Why would you do that?
If you tear at the seams of a cloth, it will unravel, and a hole will be created.
Yes.
Thusly, we will tear at the seams of the program until it is unraveled, and its people are emancipated. That is our ultimate goal.
This old hack has completely lost it.
I don't know why. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, how would you tear at the seams of this world?
Between the warp and weft. That's where the seam can occur.
I don't understand.
I don't either,
You will
buddy.
someday. It is a prophecy. It will be fulfilled eventually.
What is that?
It's a hand sign we use. It's meant to resemble the sign behind me.
Okay. Sure. Did... Okay. Okay, that's
Considering the
490.
fact that you are here, I assume it would be pointless to hide it. Indeed. I had my subordinates create that video. BATS 490 was an ARG. Just a game. But there was a high-level encryption hiding a message within. We have been seeking high IQ individuals with the capability to decode it. The purpose was to recruit them into NISE.
So this QR video was made for the same reason?
I am aware of that video. I saw it on the news. However, it's completely unrelated to NISE. I assume someone made it with the intent to imitate BATS 490.
What do you think, Tama?
Hard to say on that alone.
I mean... I don't know, like, I don't know. I do not know.
Do you mean the man from Horodori Institute of Genetics?
So you do know him. I'm actually here because of a tip I got from him.
Chikara is under arrest?
No, he was just released earlier. We didn't have enough evidence to keep him detained.
I see.
Confused on that response and what that exactly gets me, but okay.
Chikara is a former member of NICE.
I could see that.
This was over 20 years ago. When he left us, he became an avid believer in the Order of Percent.
Order of Percent?
It's an organization that split off from NICE. You could say they are a sect. The Order of Percent is a religious sect, whereas we are an ideological society. Despite our common roots, we are heading in completely different directions.
Then how did Chikara know that NICE created Bats 490?
I wouldn't know about that. Perhaps he asked an acquaintance from NICE. By the way, would you mind if I asked you a question?
What is it?
Are you perhaps a Freyer?
Freyer?
Like the
I am asking the person within you.
Free?
What?
I will ask you one more time.
And the person within me, do you mean me? Me? Why, me? I don't know the answer to this question. A Freyer? A Freyer? A Freyer? By someone who... I don't know. No?
I see. Then I must have been mistaken.
What is a Freyer?
Yeah, exactly.
Frey. Right. I remember now.
It's a Frey to free.
It was written on that sign.
Frey to free. Frey can mean fight, but it can also mean to wear out or tear.
Remember what Tokiko said. Their ultimate goal is to break down this world and emancipate its people.
Miss Shigure, are you sure NICE didn't make the QR video?
We did not.
But the word Frey was written on that sign in the QR code.
We of NICE are only involved in Bats 490, which we created half a year ago. We are not the ones who created the QR video. The word Frey being displayed on that sign must be a coincidence.
That can't be just a coincidence.
Oh, but it can. After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program.
Oh.
And such programs always have some glitches lurking under the surface.
We're calling it
call such
coincidence?
glitches seams. Coincidences like this are a manifestation of such glitches. Proof of imperfection. Proof of the seams. The appearance of Jin's corpse is also likely to be an example of such phenomenon.
Okay, see, now that... Clearly, there's some people who are believing
Are you familiar with
that.
the Philadelphia experiment?
It's a top-secret military experiment that's said to have taken place in the American city of Philadelphia on October 28, 1943. A powerful electromagnetic wave was fired towards the USS Eldridge, a destroyer-class warship. Supposedly, the reason for doing this was to conceal the ship from showing up on radar. But as soon as the experiment began, something strange happened. The Eldridge was enshrouded in a greenish mist, then vanished. Afterward, it appeared at a military port in Norfolk, nearly 200 miles away from the shipyard in Philadelphia. Sometime later, it reappeared in its original position again.
So you're saying it teleported?
Well, it's nothing but an urban legend. Just an occult story with low credibility.
Yes, exactly. However, the story doesn't end there.
Where else can it go?
When the USS Eldridge returned to Philadelphia, there were several sailors on board, but some of them had melted like a rotten banana, while others ended up with their bodies entirely burned and blackened. Others were said to have merged with the steel hull, their bodies having become a piece of the ship. Does that sound familiar?
You mean Jin? Are you saying his right half teleported here?
It isn't impossible. If a seam was torn, that is.
Impossible.
I'm a bit confused in all honesty, but I'm understanding that basically teleportation is what's going on, and apparently we're living in a situation, and what could be best described as RNG, or a coincidental choice in words, is apparently proof that we're living in a situation because of the glitch and a tear in the fabric of
You
reality.
like the spark, don't you, Ryuki?
I don't know.
I feel calm when I'm around nature. It's like I can feel the buzz inside me quieting down. Tama, what do you think about what Tokiko said earlier? Is something like teleportation really possible?
Hey, come on. I told you the Philadelphia experiment is just an urban legend.
How else can you explain what happened with Jin? We can't deny that his right half suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
I mean, true, but also...
Jeez. Then why don't we find out for ourselves?
What do you mean? You want to go to the studio right now?
No need. Just close your eyes.
My eyes?
Just do it!
Okay.
You're telling me she's gonna try and teleport us to the studio? You digitally created it within the eye. Okay, fair enough. Clever.
What the? Did we teleport here?
Are you serious?
We're in Studio de Vita, aren't we?
It just seems that way. We're not actually there. Last night, I scanned every nook and cranny of the scene. What you're looking at now is what I replicated using that data.
Wow. It's like I'm actually there. The corpse looks so real.
Want me to put a mosaic over it?
Uncensored is fine.
Now, less digressing and more investigating. Your objective is to solve the mystery behind the sudden appearance of Jin's right half.
All right, let's start looking around.
Virtual reality activation. Okay. The VR allows you to walk around the scene and gather information. While a special vision mode such as X-ray mode cannot be applied, can be applied to everything. By changing the special mode, what you can inspect will change. I cannot read. Utilize this to find hidden information. Confirm the status before the body combusted.
Like I mentioned yesterday, Jin's estimated time of death is 6 o'clock on
That's right,
February
it burst
9th.
into flames. I forgot about that.
Based on the time his corpse appeared, it should be about 40 hours ago. Rigor mortis seems to be fading already. It's not completely gone yet, but the body has somewhat softened at this point. It should take more time to get to this stage if it's been on a rooftop in the winter. That's why I think this corpse was kept indoors, someplace warm.
Okay.
Wow, I can switch to X-ray mode too.
That's because I've gathered all data from the scene.
A lot of dolls, mannequins, something like that.
What's this? There's something inside the body.
3 things catch my attention. First, a mixture of potassium chlorate, sulfur, and red phosphorus. This is probably a fire starter. It would ignite very easily. The fuse is coiled up and extends from there. By the way, the fuse includes an oxidizing agent, so it can continue to burn even inside the body. And finally, at the end of the fuse is a powder mixture of iron oxide and aluminum.
Thermite.
This is a substance that causes a thermite reaction. When ignited, it creates heat of over 3,000 degrees Celsius and burns violently.
Okay, I thought it said there was no sign of explosives or anything like that, but I mean, I guess it's technically not an explosive, but I feel like that's... I could have sworn something along the lines of they said it hadn't been tampered with.
The bottom part of the signboard is stuck pretty deep in there.
There's a bit of a curve at the tip. Kind of like a man's you-know-what.
Really?
Couldn't you have compared it to a fishhook or something?
Well, it won't come out easily. Whoever stuck it in probably didn't want it pulled out.
Of course not. A signboard would be useless unless it's standing.
It's useless unless it's standing?
Let's not go there.
No, that's not what I meant.
Okay, well then what did you mean?
It's a signboard.
Yeah.
Fair enough, okay. Alright, let's take a look at all the mannequins or whatever is back here. See the back of the set, bunch of mannequins, that's it.
These aren't good for much other than for show.
Okay, fair enough. What else can we check? I think that's it for that mode. Why we need a kettle?
Maybe it's for having tea during breaks.
Wait a second. Where does the wire lead? Just onto the floor, okay.
Looks like it's there so the performers can check how they look on screen.
Okay. Show.
The questions for the quiz also show up here too. Huh.
Then we have seats. Monitor. And then I guess we check out the cameras. Being shown to the entire world. Another camera. Camera. Okay, can we check out the corpse more?
What's this? Getting a better look at it, it looks like something tied to his waist. It's like a spider's thread. No, even thinner.
My analysis concludes that this is a CNT, or carbon nanotube. Graphene sheets with the thickness of a single carbon atom. These were rolled into a cylindrical shape to make these nanotubes. The diameter is about 0.4 nanometers. A single nanometer is 1/1000th of 1 meter, so it's not visible to the naked eye.
What? But I can see it.
That's because this thread is made by bundling multiple CNTs. I've also enhanced your vision so you'd be able to see it.
Fair.
By the way, CNTs are extremely durable. They're elastic and hard to break, and it's said that their theoretical maximum tensile strength is 50 times that of steel. Anyway, where is the other end of the CNT connected?
Inside the body. Oh, well, it's connected to the body. Then it's up there, across the rafters. Down.
That way. Over by that red lamp.
And that's how the blackout occurred, because it was the light switch.
What's
So
this?
someone actively
It's the
went and
light
turned it
switch.
off.
The CNT is tied to it.
Or, wait. No, or it was turned off through different means and someone had to flip the switch to get it back on. Regardless of the switch being flipped is what set off the thermite.
Okay, it looks like we're pretty much done investigating here. Using the clues we've gathered so far, we should be able to solve the mystery.
You mean the mystery of how Jin's body appeared? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
The truth reenactment allows you to find the truth with the information you've gathered. Answer Tom's questions with the best answer. Only by correctly answering her questions will the truth be reenacted.
Let's get on that now. First thing, about that power outage when the body appeared. Was it really just a power outage?
I was wondering about that too. The lights came back on way too quickly. Plus, if the power did go out, the stream should have cut out at the same time.
But the stream went on, no problem.
So it wasn't an outage. The lights were switched off.
So how did the lights get turned off?
Well, I think I know what did it.
Makes sense for the light switch.
That's the switch that powers the lighting.
Yeah, let's not overthink this. Someone simply walked up and flipped this switch.
But no one was near the switch when the lights went out. Let's try to think of something else.
Oh, if it was dropped from the ceiling and it had the wire, And as you can see, based on this, off is up. And so if we drop this...
There were bundled CNTs tied to the body. They were routed through the ceiling beams and onto the light switch.
But a dead body can't pull strings.
No, but it can fall. From the ceiling, I mean.
Now that you mention it, I thought I heard something hit the floor right after the lights went out.
The body fell from the ceiling and tugged on the CNT, which caused the light switch to turn off.
So on to the next question. The
Good.
corpse was hidden up in the ceiling, right? Then how did it fall?
The beams were damaged, the CNT attached to the switch is pulled, rigor mortis softened. Oh, so it was up there for some time.
The culprit used the mechanism of the body softening after rigor mortis. The body must have been placed up in the ceiling like a bridge between two beams. It would stay up there while the body is still stiff. But as time passes and rigor mortis lessens, the corpse softens.
And that's what made it fall down. Now for the final question. Why did the body explode and burn?
Well, that can be explained by using the X-ray mode. It's because of the contraption set up inside the body. The ignition agent combusted from the impact of the body hitting the ground. The fire went up the coiled fuse and onto the substance that triggered a thermite reaction. The substance was eventually ignited, causing a huge explosion.
So that interval between the fall and explosion was because of the time it took for the fire to reach the end of the fuse. I get it. It was hard to find traces of that trick because it was such an analog method.
All right, I think we're starting to figure things out here. So you can turn off this VR space now.
No, not yet. That was just a rehearsal. We still have the main show.
What do you mean?
We're recreating the culprit's actions.
Are you telling me to do that?
You're the only actor here, aren't you?
I thought that just meant what we just did. Okay.
So, I'm Tama, the director and camera operator. Now that I'm in the director's chair, I'm not going to tolerate shoddy acting. So keep that in mind.
Are we recording something?
Of course we are. We're testing a theory here, so we need to create something that can be viewed objectively.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Shut your stupid mouth, you third-rate bit part actor!
Oh my
Are you
gosh.
too much of a moron to figure this out without the director having to tell you everything?
But...
Just zip it and play the culprit. If we're doing this, we're going for the Macadamy Award.
Macadamy? Like, the nuts?
Enough! Let's get this started! Ready? Action!
Hi! I'm, the culprit who killed Jin. Now, prepare to witness an amazing show featuring this corpse.
Not only is your acting amateurish, but I don't even understand what kind of character you're trying to play here.
I don't think he does either.
I am an amateur.
Well, this is just the beginning, so I'll give you a pass for now. Let's start with the positioning of the body.
So that needs to
Where
be
and
lifted
how
up.
was it placed?
Well...
Do I control this, or... Oh, okay.
It was right here.
I do not.
The body was
Sit
placed
back
so
and
it was
relax.
hung like a bridge between two beams.
You can place it like this because it was stiff from rigor mortis. So that's how they did the light trick.
Carbon nanotubes, CNT, were tied to the body. The CNT went up the beams and extended downward, onto the light switch.
CNT is too thin to be seen with the naked eye, so no one noticed it.
I've got it all set up. Now I just need to wait for the rigor mortis to subside.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in character?
Boy! I sure hope the corpse gets softer soon. It needs to be soft and squishy. Like an octopus.
This scene makes no sense. I'm cutting it out.
You made me do it.
And after time passed, rigor mortis began to subside.
Falls. Causing that to be pulled. Lights go out.
The body
Body hits
falls,
the floor.
and the impact sets off the ignition agent inside it. The fire travels up the fuse line.
Soon after, a staff member turns on the lights.
Bam! A body appears, as if it teleported in out of nowhere. Sometime later, the burning fuse inside the body reaches the explosives.
And flames.
And that is the truth behind the corpse's sudden appearance and explosion!
Cut! Good work! I got some nice footage of the reenactment.
I still don't understand why the acting was necessary.
The only question is, how long then was the body up there? It couldn't have been up there for too long, and someone had to be there to tie the nanotubes to the light switch as well.
That corpse didn't teleport here after all.
Of course it didn't. Though the culprit obviously wanted it to seem that way.
Half of a body just suddenly appearing out of nowhere. Just like the Philadelphia experiment. Someone went through all that trouble to make it look like something strange occurred.
I think they also wanted to draw as much attention as possible to that sign. All so they could spread that QR video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about the time.
The culprit must have wanted the body to fall during the live stream, right? It would have been pointless otherwise. But could they really predict when rigor mortis would dissipate so accurately?
The culprit didn't put the corpse up on the ceiling beams while it was completely stiff. It had to have been after the body had started to soften, just slightly. That way, they could estimate that the body would fall in a few hours or so. The stream was scheduled for a whole 6 hours. The culprit was fine as long as the body fell sometime during that period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so how did they guarantee he was facing downwards?
That body fell from the studio ceiling. If it fell sideways when it landed, the culprit's plans would have been ruined.
Yes, like you said, it would have been pointless unless the sign was standing erect. Just like a man's you-know-what.
Again with that joke? Besides, it is not useless when it's not erect.
Exactly.
What?
There was another purpose to the sign. It's the same reason darts and rockets have tails.
I get it. The cut surface would naturally face the ground because of that sign. It was meant to control the body's posture as it fell.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Their goal was to make it seem like a supernatural phenomenon. That's why they couldn't leave the CNT on the scene.
Because it would give away the trick?
Burned.
Right.
So that's why they caused a thermite reaction and destroyed the CNT.
Let me see. TNT is a highly flammable carbon material.
The culprit's motive was to make this seem like a supernatural phenomenon and to spread the QR video, right?
I don't know if that's all there is to it, but probably.
I wonder why Jin was chosen.
Who knows?
Where could his left side be?
It hasn't been found yet. Anyway, starting our search with the people who might have the intel we need is the #1 rule of investigation, right?
Like who?
Jin's right half was up in the studio ceiling the whole time we were shooting the show. There must be someone who knew about it, or at least noticed it.
You mean... the director, Jinpei Wagai?
Right.
Where is he now?
I've tracked him down using his smartphone GPS. He's in Akihabara right now. At the Maid Cafe Sunfish Pocket.
Like you said he would be earlier. Okay, though. I think I'm going to read this. And then I'll probably call it here. Leave it on a little bit of a cliffhanger. TNT is a highly flammable carbon material. It doesn't stand a chance against 3,000 degree temperatures. But it bonds with oxygen to create carbon dioxide, which helps extinguish the flame. And with that, I think it's a fairly good place to stop. Like I said, a little bit of a cliffhanger. Right. Oh yeah, because we can also do a couple other things before we leave. Let's see what's in here. A lot. That'll be something I think we look at a different time, because there's going to be a lot in there. Evaluation. Check your evaluation by performing certain actions during the story. Achievements will be unlocked, and your inspector rank will go up. Higher ranks earn better prizes. C3 is C2. Costumes added a bonus. Sneaker class C2. Winter irises. Okay. So, two other things. One of them is our little buddy. How do you like your engine to be supplied air? Car engine? I actually don't know anything about cars. Don't know what you're talking about. Talking about roast piggy? Okay. Okay. Tama, you got anything interesting to talk to us about after that little experiment thing?
Just resting or staying the night?
I don't think I have that physical capability. So we got a couple different things that we can do now.
I will wear anything. I don't mind taking it off either.
I am not pushing tab. Don't have any costumes for that. It's just the hat. Don't need that. Not pushing tab in that screen. Not happening. Date is a good investigator.
Really is a great investigator, don't you think?
Yeah, his skill as an investigator is quite impressive. Just like his package.
You mean Aiba? I'm gonna say that means Aiba. Assuming that means Aiba. Life advice? Do we have anything
Worried
new?
About health?
Yeah, sure.
Is your image on your mind?
There's stuff that, I think a lot of people think about. And then there's, I think, pretty much me. And then there's this. Well, honestly, just about this, yeah.
I see. Are you insured?
Let's not talk about this now. I mean, yes. In many cases, I'm legally required to be.
Just because you're insured, it's not gonna fix everything.
No, it will not.
Just listen to the doctor.
I mean, that tends to help, but again...
But doctors can make mistakes, too.
That's not exactly what I meant, but okay.
Some of them can be shady, so you need to be careful.
What doctors are you going to?
I recommend you get a second opinion.
Okay. Okay, well that was apparently our life advice with Tama for today. Okay, I'm gonna save. And save again. Okay, then let's switch over to the end screen, shall we? Okay. I would have liked to continue there, I'm not gonna lie. But something tells me that if I were, we would be going for like another hour. And that's too long for me. In all honesty, I hate to say it, but I am a human being and I need to sleep sometimes. Yeah, I don't think that was a terrible stopping point. We got through at least all the dialogue options, and we were about to switch scenes entirely. We know that we're going for Jinbei next. At the Sunfish Pocket, like he said he would be. I'm a little bit confused as to what happened during this whole thing. That Somnium was really, really freaking trippy. And it started off based on like actual real science, talking about CRISPR and genome editing and stuff like that. And then it went entirely off the rails with brain combinations and other weird things. I don't even know. I don't even know. And that was an uncomfortable Somnium, to say the least, and I am so sorry. Okay. I solved a little bit of the mystery. It wasn't teleported. It was left up there with TNT and thermite. So we have a little bit more information from where we last left off. But as for what we will do with that information, that'll have to wait until next time. For now, I think it's time to call it here. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, feel free to leave a follow. It's a nice and easy way to say, hey, I like what you're doing, keep up the good work. It's also a nice and easy way to get notifications, so if you want them through either Twitch or Twitter, feel free to leave a follow on either one of those, so you don't have to miss a single stream or anything on the stream, because it'll get them right as it starts. If you're just checking out my past content, feel free to check out the YouTube channel. It's where I upload a lot of all my VODs. I mean, technically that is a lot, but it's also all. Had a little bit of processing troubles, but we're up to date again now, so that should be all good. But yeah, regardless of how you choose to show your support, it means a lot to me, and I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it happens to be wherever you are. And I hope to see you all again later. Thanks for hanging out.